Graveyard shift. My name is Evan. I work the night shift at a 24-hour store out in the countryside. No town nearby, no houses, no streetlights. Just a road that goes quiet after midnight. Fields on both sides, trees that don't move even when the wind should. And the store. From midnight to sunrise, almost no one comes in. Some nights not a single car passes. The silence out here doesn't feel empty. It feels like something is waiting for the lights to go out. My shift starts at 11 and ends at 7. Every night I count the hours by the hum of the coolers and the buzz of the fluorescent lights. The building makes noises when it's empty. Pops, clicks, metal settling. I learned to ignore most of it. The first thing I couldn't ignore happened at 1:30 in the morning. The doorbell rang. I looked up from the counter. The automatic doors were still closed. Outside the parking lot was empty. No headlights, no movement, no reflection except my own. I checked the cameras. Nothing. I told myself it was a sensor glitch or a bug or the wind. At 2 a.m. the doors opened. Slowly. No one walked in. Cold air rolled across the floor like it had weight, like something had brought it inside. The smell changed. Wet dirt, old leaves, something buried. I stood behind the counter and waited. The doors stayed open longer than they should have. Then they closed. At 3:17 a.m. the radio behind the counter turned on. Not static. A voice, low, muffled, like someone talking through a wall. I leaned closer to listen. That's when I realized the radio was unplugged. The whispering wasn't coming from the speaker. It was coming from behind me. I didn't turn around. The store went silent. The coolers stopped humming. The lights stopped buzzing. Even my breathing felt too loud. Then I heard footsteps. Slow, heavy, dragging slightly, not from the doors, from inside the store. Aisle 3. Each step sounded wrong, like whoever was walking was still learning how. I called out, asked if someone needed help. No answer. The footsteps stopped. When I looked down the aisle, it was empty. But the shelves weren't. Every single item had been turned around, all the labels facing the wall, like the store didn't want to be seen. I locked myself in the office until morning. The cameras showed nothing. The next night there were handprints on the freezer doors. On the inside, long fingers pressed hard, like something had leaned against the glass trying to get out. At 3:17 the doors opened again. A man walked in. No car, no sound. He stood just past the entrance and didn't move, didn't blink. I asked if he needed help. He didn't look at me. He stared at the shelves. Then he said, "Do you close soon?" I told him we never close. He nodded slowly and said, "You should." The lights dimmed. When they came back up, he was gone. The camera showed no one had entered. After that, the radio whispered my name. Evan. Every night. At 3:17, the alarm triggered once. Stockroom, I found footprints, bare feet facing the wall, like something had stood there for a long time. Last night was my final shift. No customers, no cars. The silence felt thick, heavy. At 3:16, the doors unlocked themselves. I didn't look up. I already knew. The bell rang. Footsteps walked behind the counter. I smelled dirt again. Then I heard my own voice from aisle 3. It said, "Evan, you work here now." The radio screamed. Graveyard shift. I don't remember leaving. I woke up in my car parked on the road. The store was gone, just dirt, empty land. But my uniform still smells like soil. And every night at 3:17, my phone lights up. Store doors opened. I don't work there anymore, but something does.